Hi everyone, Mitcher Simmer here. So I'm back in. We're at the point now. Auction ended earlier today, and nobody else had bid, so 24 will be coming my way. Now, there's a couple challenges going on, so I said I could do some things ahead of time, and that's accurate to a degree, but really the only thing I'm going to be able to do is rock pick. Basically what ends up happening, if the field isn't yours and then it gets reassigned, like you lose the information for, say, soil sampling or anything like that. So I'm going to have to wait until I get the field in my possession before I was to go ahead and lime it or whatever. The other thing that I have forgotten is the timing of what is going on here. So I know I had talked about, hey, we're going to get the other field done in October, and then that would give us time to plant the field in October, which is not wrong. It would give us the time to do that. What is wrong, though, is I will not be around to harvest that when it comes ready, so I need to wait until I get back to actually put crop on that field. So really the only thing I'm going to be able to do on that field early is rock pick and then lime it, but I don't even want to take the and soil sample it, but I don't want to take the chance of doing those things and then not have them stick, because basically it resets kind of your precision farming stuff when the ownership changes, and it no longer gives you credit that it's been sampled and all that. So I need to wait until that's done. Oh, I guess I have some hay sitting out here. Didn't realize that. Must have missed a couple little bits here and there. I just wasn't sure what I was seeing in the grass. So unlike I had thought and mentioned before, that I thought, well, I'm going to have this flurry of activity, that's not going to be accurate. I'm going to basically have two things I can do. I'm going to be able to rock pick, I guess three, because I'm going to be able to soil sample and lime, but my guess is I'll do that at one time. But I'm going to go ahead, since I have a little bit of time right now. The generational farming servers have crashed, and I would be in there putting lime on that field, but right now I can't do that. So I'm using the time to make some progress here. So I'm going to go ahead, because this has a bigger working width, and I'm going to rent this one. And so I'm going to go ahead and I guess I'll repair my tractor while I'm over there too. It's in pretty bad shape, so I need to do that. So I'm definitely excited I was able to get the field. Nothing else right now is coming up for auction, so now I just need the two little... Excuse me, started to yawn there. Now I just need the two little fields so that I can build out my yard, and then we'll be all set. But this was really the big one, because now I can not worry about the fields across the street. I was really starting to wonder, like, I don't know, should I start considering them? So I'm glad it all worked out and I got what I really wanted to get. So past the gas station is the road I need to turn into to get back to the shop here. So there is the stone picker. But I want to go ahead here and get this up, because I think once I do that, I should be clear, at least for a while. It kept letting me get into that mower, so I must have contractor rights on whatever farm that is that owns that. But I kept trying to get in the tractor, and that wasn't working. But I should be able to get over here As long as I can stop bouncing into things. My goodness, I think I've had this problem before going down this road where I just started all over the place even though I have a steering wheel. So it's just a bit challenging with what's happening. So while I'm in here too, I'm going to need to check and see where things sit with paying Mithras for any silage movement that he's done. Obviously the barn is not operating because I don't have any straw. And unfortunately, it's going to take even longer now because my hope was that I could harvest and then get going, and I will be able to do that eventually, but it's going to take some time. Alright, let's take a look at the map, because there aren't stones in too many places, so I'm just kind of visually going to have to pick these, which is what I did before on Shellbrook too. It's a bit of a challenge all the time, so I'll lower the stone picker. And I should be able to see them pretty well here, like once I'm over them. It's just kind of getting over them is the problem. Alright, maybe not. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure once I'm here, there's a good amount. Alright, there's theoretically something over this way. Okay, it's right in front of us. So, we'll grab that. There's another one. So it's like once I'm around some, I should be okay. The other one had, that I could have done things with, had more, more capacity. That's the word I'm looking for. But this one is wider as far as the pickup, so I thought that would be better. Boy, oh boy. So I was all excited, like, oh, I'm near something, and instead I'm not so near. Oh, there's more. So there's... because the little ones aren't that big, so they're a little more challenging to see, and you can see those are just like little 5-liter groups. So I kind of do... I just know there, I swear there's one like right around here, a big one. It's gonna drive me crazy. Maybe it picked it up. Alright, let me try to go find the one over here. We kind of play this game. Since I'm really doing nothing but rock picking, I guess I'll let you come along and experience this, because I haven't done this in a long time. But you can understand why I just detest this, because it's either way too much work if you just try to run the whole field, like if you have to do that. I was a little concerned. Alright, let me get those up around the edge. So I know I have 3 rock piles up at the edge of the field. But yes, if I tried to do the whole field, like, it would take forever, and I wouldn't pick up any more rocks than I'm going to pick up targeting the pickup. So obviously it makes more sense to do it this way. But this is where, you know, I take... my opinion is, like, this is just like a terrible task that Giants has added to the game. I can't dispute that it may be something that really happens that farmers need to deal with. But farmers hate doing that job anyway, and in this case, so do we. So I think, I don't know, I've never seen a video of anyone, like, nobody's done a rock picking farm simulator series. Like, all I've done is run around on the field and pick rocks. It just doesn't happen. And I would contest it doesn't happen because nobody likes it at all. It's just, this is absolutely a necessary evil. Okay, this is crazy because it's like behind me. Oh, there it is. Because I knew it had to be near the grass. Now I'm probably going to lose sight of it again, turning around, but I'm going to hope. Because it's at the edge of the grass, it's just hard to see. I think it's there. There we go. And then it takes a little bit for it to vanish. There we go. In theory, in front of me, there's one, so I will go look for that. Come on, where are you? Alright, there it is. And then there will be more somewhere over here. I think I just saw it come into view there. So yeah, I think it's right here. There we go. So these, these small piles, these little dots are all 5 liters. So as you can imagine, it's super worthwhile to pick this up because I'm sure for whatever I've rented and paid to rent, this is gonna get me maybe $50 in stones that I can sell. So in theory, it's right in front of me. There it is. So there's another 5 liters. But thank goodness, like, this field isn't super infested with... And infested is wrong. That's usually like bugs or live pests, but it is kind of what I think of rocks. They're infesting. They are not fun. So I never got to finish the statement of giants. Just, I think whoever developed this feature, I'm hoping they're no longer at Giants anymore, and then because then they won't have any other goofy ideas to implement features that are really pointless for any enjoyment as well. So they won't like do trash collection and have us like go around and maybe pick up sticks or leaves in the woods. All those things that do happen on farms, but that nobody wants to sim. Like, we really just don't want to sim this. But then it does this damage to the equipment, and, I don't want that, so I get to do this instead. I get to basically pretend I'm in a drone, and instead of looking for something fun in my drone, I'm looking for little piles of rocks that I can pick up and take to the debris crusher, and then the guy who runs the debris crusher can laugh at me because I probably would have made more at minimum wage 40 years ago in the same time that I'm going to make in whatever time I take here to pick all this stuff up. So it's just not fun at all. So those should go away. I'm just happy there aren't that many because like there's light at the end of the tunnel. I just want to throw rocks at it and break the light. How? How did I pass it that far? This is so, like, not right. It just isn't right. Oh, come on. Alright, there it is. This is like an evil game. Evil game. Now, where's the 24 on the field? Like, I should be able to see that. I guess I kinda can on my mini-map. I don't know if it's... Okay, now hold on. Because somewhere here in Crazy Land, like I'm literally right here. Oh, okay, I see the one, I think. Because it just so blends in with the dirt. It's just almost impossible to see. Right, and so I think the other one's like pretty much straight across the field from it. So let's... Oh, there it is. off to the right. So it's like a really bad game of hidden objects. It's just an unfun hidden objects game. Just think of it that way. Like, this will be a big pile with a little pile nearby. Kind of sounds like if I was cleaning my yard after a dog, what I would be saying. And it kind of feels like it's the same value. I mean, I suppose, yes, if I'd step on the rocks, it would do bad things to my feet. A little different than whatever a dog would leave, but it would hurt instead of just being messy. So I have 6, I think, is what I see. I just had to breathe and count, and, you know, it's like count to 10, but count to rocks. Alright. There's 1. The other one's kind of down this way. Where are you? See, like, I should be able to find this. Like, this is so annoying. I should be, I mean, I'm close, and I should be able to see it without having to keep going to the map. And sometimes I do, like that. And other times, most times, I don't. It's like right now, I don't know where I'd go. Those two should go away. Alright, in theory, this one's kind of on this heading. And over here somewhere. Now it's over here somewhere. Where? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Alright. And then this one should be this way somewhere. So, there it is. So yeah, I'm not even gonna end up with 150 liters. Barely gonna end up with 140. So it's just ridiculous. And I've probably spent 20 minutes doing this, and so it's like my 20-minute complaint video that you get to enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed it a little bit. I hope I've at least been somewhat entertaining. I realize I probably haven't, but I need to have something to keep my spirit alive. Alright, that should do it. So we'll fold this up, and I'm pretty sure there's a debris crusher along the road. So we'll go over there, we'll get our few pennies. We'll, again, listen to the guy who runs the thing just, like, gutturally laugh at us for showing up with 143 liters of stone after 20 minutes or 30 minutes of work. And more importantly, you know, I've spent $2,000 or $3,000 to rent this piece of equipment to pick up my $15 or whatever of stone. But it's really to avoid damage to my equipment. And so my hope is with the direct seeding, it won't stir up the soil. That's kind of what the intent is, and things won't arise up. Well, we'll see how that goes. But basically, I just need to get here, and then I'll be able to put that back. Alright, stones, here we go. Let's see what we get. You want to bet? $7. Isn't that awesome? Can't even tell you how joyful that makes me. Again, sarcasm, dry humor. But I probably avoided more than $7 of damage and maintenance to my equipment over time. So that's what I try to remind myself, but because there's no way to really prove what I offset, it just isn't fun. So, yeah, there's a lot of hay there. You know, everything. Oh, I could run slurry over, so there we go. So I'll do that. I did remember I was supposed to do that the other day, and I didn't, so shame on me. I'm foregoing some income. I'm going to use the Magic Farming Simulator teleport feature. I just don't want to go all the way over. And then I will take a tank of slurry over to my BGA, and at least that makes me $1,000 or $2,000 extra a day when it's got something in there to process in that tank. Someone did point out, I think I asked the question at one point, like, does the slurry slow down the silage? It didn't appear to be doing that, and someone flat out said, no, it does not do that, so. Whoop, that's a tree. I was kind of looking at it like a bush, and I was like, yeah, I just need to go over here and then come in kind of this side so that I can fill the slurry tank and leave. So that is the secret way in, sort of. It's not that secret, but again, I'm just trying to entertain myself in some manner. After I sold $7 of rocks. Alright, I am full, and now we'll take this over to my BGA, and this should operate for months then. Like, this might actually work to the point where, like, if I make sure it's full before I head out of town, I think it won't be done processing slurry until later, until I get back over a week later. So we'll see, but I think that is about the throughput this thing has, because this is only the second time. Well, it might be the third time I've gone ahead and put slurry in here. So it's interesting because the slurry, like, appears to be filling the tank over there. Like, you can see this is rising even though I'm not filling in silage. So it was a little strange. Again, there's independent, I think. Maybe it was just an optical illusion, but I swear that's what was happening. Alright, so now I have done pretty much everything I can. All I can do is apologize for the major lack of enthusiasm there, because I don't like rock picking at all. There's just nothing redeeming about it. And the fact that I need to do it is such a necessary evil that I just can't be happy and joyful about it. So I'm sorry if folks are like, wow, that was a really sad episode. It was. I'll try to do better in other things that at least are somewhat entertaining, like tooth extraction and other things like that. But rock picking just, it just needs to be gone. It just shouldn't exist. So, but that's it. So at this point, again, in summary from where I started, I'll be back in probably later. It'll be another episode because I might just wait. I have to wait because I want to, again, soil sample and get credit for it. So, see, I'm forgetting on my own already. Like, the rocks have knocked everything out of my head. So yes, I have to wait until I get awarded that field, which should happen in the next 2 or 3 days. So I will have time before I am away for a bit to then get that done. And so I will then soil sample and spread lime so that that part of things are done, but I won't be able to plant because basically I'm gone from spring of next year all the way through winter. You know, so the entire growing season and harvest season, I'm not here. So planting something with the intent of harvesting it, I'm just going to come back to withered crop, which obviously means I wasted all the money, so I'm not going to do that. So that gets you up to speed here, but gets us a little further ahead on Hobo's Hollow. And the fun part of this episode is, yes, I do now know auction is closed. I have that field coming. I just need to wait to actually be given the deed and be given ownership and for it to have a little orange number in it, just like this. So I'll see you next time.